Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Won't you share with a friend or two? Good morning, good morning to you. You. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. You. Good morning, good morning to you. And many more, and many more. And me. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome to. And I am trying to figure some things out. This is a new season for us. So this is season 15. This is season 15. And again, I hope everyone is doing well. We are in our Monday motivation. So if you are with us for the first time, I want to thank you for joining us. We're going to be reading from two books today. And the first one is Daily Motivations for African American Success. And today's topic is Who's in Control? I've got my own life. I make my own decisions. I'm in control. And we know that statement to be from the iconic Janet Jackson. The devotional reads, we were not equipped with minds of our own so that we could abdicate control of our destiny to someone else. It makes no sense to believe that we are in any way designed to be kept under the care and control of another. We were not designed to follow, we were designed to achieve, to strive, to build. We must control our lives. To do otherwise is quite literally to waste them. Ron LaFleur, a product of Detroit's inner city, grew up under the worst of conditions. At age 15, he was tried and convicted for his part in the robbery of a local nightclub. When asked by a judge why his young life was spinning dangerously out of control, LaFleur replied, I guess I got mixed up with the wrong crowd. As the days of his sentence slipped by, he often sat in silence dreaming of a better life beyond the prison gates. The future all-star center fielder for the Detroit Tigers soon realized that he was not powerless and that he was imprisoned because of his attitude toward life. He vowed to take control. Ron LaFleur, the prisoner, knew the true meaning of his dream. For him, a wasted existence was to permit his life to be spent under the control of someone else. Yet we too, each in our own way, are prisoners. We must break through the bars of conformity that we have constructed around ourselves. We must not permit ourselves to be spent trudging in circles behind another who follows another who follows another, who might ultimately be following us. We are equipped with the ability to lead our own lives. The moment we break from the pack to follow our hopes and dreams is the day we assume complete control of our lives. Affirmation of the day. I choose not to follow where the common path may lead. I will follow my own path instead. I really like this daily devotional. If you're looking for a really good daily devotional, this one is that. All right. And I am trying out a green screen today. I might not use it all the time, but it's Women's History Month, so I hope you like my women's history image in the background here. And now, because it is Women's History Month, we're moving on to another book here that is called Meditations for Black Women. 75. Let's see. So the green screen has a little bit of issue with showing you books. 75 mindful reflections to help you stay grounded and find inner peace. Now, I like this meditation because even though it's geared toward women, I think the wisdom is just good in general. So you don't have to be a woman to appreciate this wisdom. Today's topic is add rest to your activism. I think that is a word and a message for anybody who is in an activist space, and you have been doing the work and you've been doing it nonstop and you have not taken time to rest. So this past weekend, I took time to rest. Um, some of it was my own leading, and some of it was my husband saying, here, I want to take you to do this because I want you to relax. As we know, with all of the things happening in this country, it has not been relaxing for a lot of people. But we have to find those moments and we have to take time out for ourselves to practice what we preach. Angela Davis said this in a 2018 interview with Afropunk. Anyone who's interested in making change in the world also has to learn how to take care of herself, himself, their selves. Meditation. The best way I can help change the world is by taking care of myself. We are, again, no good to any cause if we're not doing the work to take care of ourselves. Reflection. Black women seem to always be at the forefront of helping to enact change in and outside of our communities across the globe. We help start movements, we encourage systematic shifts, and we advocate for justice. If this describes who you are, then you need to make sure that self-care is part of your activism. After all, rest is a form of resistance. Shout out to Tricia Hersey and the Rest the Nap Ministry. You see, it may feel like in order to witness the change you want to see in the world, that you just need to keep grinding and hustling and ignoring your needs. However, you cannot pour strength and hope into others if your wellness cup is empty. Your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being is an important element in fighting for the social causes that you care about. A pushback against society's desire for you to sacrifice yourself for the greater good is necessary. The work you do for your community should come from a place of rest, not just a place of conviction. Not sure how you can do that? Don't worry. It takes practice to make sure your activism includes rest. Start by creating boundaries about what you care about. For example, limit how much daily information you are consuming on social issues that are close to your heart. This can look like not getting on social media first thing in the morning or right before bed. To see the struggles and tragedies of others could actually keep you awake at night. Starting your day off or ending your day with lots of traumatic material and content is not good for your nervous system. It can keep you hypervigilant and exacerbate any underlying mental health issues that you might be dealing with. So, set a boundary. So, whether that is the start of your day when you're actually going to be intaking that kind of material, or the end of your day deciding when you're going to cut off intaking that material. Taking action. Think about how you can include rest and other self-care practices in your daily routine while also participating in the social causes that you care about. So for me, I have decided that I'm not doing, and you don't have to follow what I'm doing, but this is what I'm doing to make sure that I am setting boundaries. I am not doing any news before 10 a.m. I am not doing any traumatic news after 11 p.m. Now, most people's phones have some kind of news app that sends you notifications, or those notifications will pop up during the day. And you might have to train yourself to say, I'm not going to look at these notifications until a certain time of day. The other thing that I like to do is I like to do mental joy breaks during the day. So if I have 5 minutes, if I have 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, I might put on some music. I might sing along. I might get up. I might dance a little bit. I might move around. Um, I practice somatic therapy, which is using your body, um, and moving your body in your therapeutic practice. So that's what I do. I like to move my body. I like to get up. I like to dance. I like to sing. And I do that for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes in the middle of my day. You might not have the capability to do that. Your workspace may not allow you to do that, but try to find a space and place where you are taking a mental break, a joy break to do something that you enjoy. Whether that's, for me, like I said, is getting up and moving my body. For somebody else, that might be pulling out a word search, or doing a Wordle or a crossword. Whatever it is, take a joy break for yourself every single day. Don't wait for someone to make you happy. Do something every single day that makes you happy. All right. If you can, if you're in a space where you have a longer break, like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you have the space to just do a power walk, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Now, of course, some of us are in places where the weather is not necessarily conducive to do that outside. But if you are in a space and the weather is nice, like here in Maryland today, the weather is turning into spring. And so the temperature is warming up a little bit, getting into the 50s and the 60s. So I'm probably going to do that power walk today outside. And of course, if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel anxiety creeping up, take a moment to actually breathe. And we've done breathing practices here before. All right. One last one from this book, and I think this is appropriate for today. Make your own life decisions. Bell Hooks, author of Ain't I a Woman? Black Women in Feminism, said this: I will not have my life narrowed down. I will not bow down to someone else's whim or to someone else's ignorance. Meditation. What other people think about my life decisions is none of my business. People will always have their own beliefs about how you should be living your life. From family members to friends to coworkers, somebody will always have their own opinion of what they think is best for you, especially if you're a Black woman. It's like everybody always wants to be in your business. You'll have to learn to shake that off and make decisions that feel true to you. Many of us come from families where the previous generations had to deal with actual laws and limitations, such as Jim Crow laws and redlining in the United States. Having to make life decisions based on where you were allowed to go as a Black person will, in fact, alter your psyche and the way you see yourself and your future capabilities. This creates in some a scarce mindset, the belief that you will always have limited ability, limited access, or limited resources. And we know in real time that they are trying to roll us back to limited access, limited ability, and limited resource. As a result, this thinking is sometimes passed down to the next generation through judgment and critique of life decisions. Well, we know that they're trying to re-indoctrinate a generation that has been free into thinking that they're not free. Well, we're not going back. It is a new era. We are in a time period where you are capable of living the life of your wildest dreams, no matter who tries to impose crazy restrictions. You just have to believe that you can and start working toward the life that you want to live. Make decisions that feel aligned with your truest self and feel aligned with your spirit. Here are some ways that you can do this. Learn to ignore opinions from other people that fill you with nothing but self doubt. Now, we're not saying don't take into consideration good advice, wisdom, or counsel, but we are saying pay attention to the voices that you're listening to that only fill you with self doubt. Number two, limit sharing your plans with people whose opinions fill you with self doubt. You don't have to tell everybody all of your plans. You don't have to tell everybody all of your strategy. Sometimes the best plan is to move in silence and accomplish it and execute it and get it done. Find people who encourage you to think big or to think differently. And this is a really important one. Stop comparing your life's journey to your peers. Many of you may not be in the same place as your peers. Many of you might have different life circumstances than your peers. You might have had a different background or upbringing than your peers. So stop comparing your life's journey to what other people are doing. How can you take action? Explore with yourself if there are any big or small life decisions that you've been holding off on completing because of other people's opinions, right? And I say all the time, um, you don't necessarily have to have a bucket list or things to do, quote unquote, before you die. I have a list of things I want to do while I'm alive. It's not tied to death, but it's tied to living. So think about what are the things that you want to do in life that you haven't gotten around to doing, okay? Because you're waiting on someone else or you're waiting on someone to approve it. There are certain things in your life where you might have to accomplish those things, or you might have to go those things alone, or you might have to initiate them and let other people catch up with your brilliant self and your brilliant ideas. All right. So, this is our Monday motivation today. I am going to see how and if um, I can bring on Mr. Ben. And I'm really trying to figure this out, Ben. So please give me a moment. If I can't figure it out today, I'll have to work on it for tomorrow. All right. So it says here, I can invite you. So I'm going to go to copy link. And I think I have to invite you through email. So you all may see me pause or disappear for a moment, but I am coming right back. I promise. It is going to talk with a K. Having so please let me know if you see that invite. Let me know if you see that invite. And then if you enter into that link, it should let you come in. We are learning as we go. Ta-da! Miracle of miracles. All right. How are you doing? Can you hear me? I can see you, but I can't hear you. Okay. How are you doing this morning? Good. All right, so your internet is a little choppy. All right. What would you like to say about today's Monday motivation? Mhm. Yeah. What do you think about adding rest to your activism? It is. It's going in and out a little bit. I was saying, what do you think about adding rest to your activism? Mhm. As a people, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there are some people that think that that is
Calling.
now there are some people who think that um Black people shouldn't be sitting it out, that they feel like we're taking too much of a passive role. What do you think about that?
We are not a that we got fed up, working so hard, and there seems to be no gratitude for it. See, so we're just saying, okay, y'all do this is y'all's fight now. Y'all do this. It's no longer our fight. Y'all deal with you guys deal with your people. We can't do it, and we're not going to try to do it anymore. You deal with your people. You straighten it out, and then give us a call when you got that work done.
Mhm.
We're not.
And I think Toni Morrison said it this way, that white people are going to have to save themselves from their whiteness.
Hmm.
And someone got upset with me
Exactly.
over the weekend about her comment. Um, and they were like, "Oh, so who's the racist here?" And I said, so you're calling Black people racist because they're telling you that the issue of whiteness is your problem?
Hmm.
How does that I was like, "Do you understand what the term racism is?" Because
No.
someone telling you that whiteness is an invention that you're gonna have to solve is not racist. It's
Mm-mm.
telling you, "We didn't invent this. We didn't invent the color line. We didn't, create laws around the color of people's skin. We didn't create a hierarchy based on who was lighter or who was darker." So to then tell you that because this is something you all created, you guys are going to have to fix it. I was like, why would you say that that's racist? Someone telling you that the thing that you all created that's been going on for hundreds of years, that it's going to be up to you all to save yourselves from it. Why would you be angry about people telling you that you are the source of your problem?
Hmm. Oh, but see, the phrase like pulling yourselves up by your own bootstrap when they didn't even give us any boots, that's not racist. That's something that we need to do ourselves, right? Okay. Yeah.
But that's what I was wondering. I was like, you all tell us what we're responsible for all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the time we're telling you that whiteness is something, the whole concept of whiteness is something we can't fix. Just like I have
Right.
friends that say, no matter how much they try to identify with me, they will never fully know what it's like to live in the skin of a black or brown person. Well, that's the same thing with us. We will never fully know what it's like to live as a white person in America. So as much as I try to identify with what you're going through in your concept, the social construct of whiteness, I will never be able to fully relate to that. And I'm well aware of it. So I thought that was interesting.
And here's
But
what's
yes,
ironic.
when it comes to
Here's what's here,
go ahead.
go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, here's what's ironic. Here's what's ironic. Uh, they ignore us, but not even how bad they need us. All the ones that can get out there and get, and we'll just push you to the side once our way clear. See, we've been doing, and that's what the problem is. We're not fighting your battles anymore. They're our plate to fight. Racism, which has never gone anywhere, and now it's coming back with
Hmm.
a vengeance. So no, we got that.
Yeah.
You deal with yours. We're going to rest. We're going to draw our line and take our stance and prepare for what's coming at us. So no, we're not planning your battle anymore. We're planning our own. We're planning for our own. So we got to do that because you ain't gonna beat up for us. You've proven that. So we love you. We love you, but we just had to open our eyes and realize, wait a minute, nobody's gonna help us. We help everybody. Granted, now there are exceptions. We do have our white friends, our white brothers and sisters that are total land with us. See, and they're not the ones that's asking for our help
No.
because they understand what the problem is.
Hmm.
They understand what the problem is. They know the problem is their whiteness. See, so they're not even asking us. The ones that are asking us are the ones that don't understand that their problem is whiteness.
Yeah.
You created the system. Now, warning, watch what they do to black people because it's going to come at you. We're that litmus test. And if your heart turns cold and hard towards what they're doing to us, guess who's going to be next?
Yeah.
But hey,
And finally,
so
and finally, we are in control of our own life decisions. Nobody can make these decisions for us.
mm-hmm,
Nobody
right.
can make these decisions for us. Pastor Ben, I want to thank you for tuning in today for our first episode of season 15. Um, I have to get the mechanisms right in terms of the invite and all of that. It is a little bit different to do it here than it is to do it on other platforms. So I have to send it through email. So that is the way that I will be sending the invite to you to be able to enter. And
Okay.
then um, because once I'm live, I can't type into the chat while I'm live here. I have to actually do it on another phone. So that's why I put the join chat link down there. So in the future, I'll drop the link for anyone who wants to join and come in live, like Pastor Ben. You will have the opportunity to join us to chat on screen if you would like. So I want to thank you all for your time and attention today. This has been our learning lesson of season 15, episode 1. Trying out some new tools here, trying out the green screen and the chat option here on YouTube. So thank you for bearing with us today. Remember, light is the most daring opposition to darkness. So continue to go out and be what, Pastor Ben? Did you hear me, Pastor Ben? We are going to continue to go out and be light. I want to thank everybody for their time and attention. Take care, be well, and most importantly, be light.